prize to the winner of the icebreaker, which was Micah. He knew who his person was on his head for the Who Am I game. So this was a stress-relieving tool to set an ambiance of candlelit wherever you choose, candle lighting. Okay, so yay, Micah! You are very smart. And you might be very relieved of stress with that candle, so I'm proud of you. So now, if you have any questions, and we all said that we have a little bit more time you could spend and allow me to answer your questions if you had any. So thank you for those that said you would stay a little bit longer and implement the question and answer type process. So does anyone, if you'll raise your hand, I'll call on you and let you go. Yes, Doug?
We talked about lots of bad stressors. Are there any examples of good stress? And what are some examples? Are there any examples of good stress?
Yes, that's a great question. Unfortunately, due to our training session being a small time restraint, we didn't really have an opportunity to talk a lot about healthy stress, but there is healthy stress. Now, healthy stress would be something that could come into your life, maybe at work, that there's going to become a promotion opening up. So like Doug, I know you're a teacher. Let's say maybe you wanted to transition into administration at some point. You knew that they were looking for a new candidate for that. So a healthy stress would be knowing that you want that promotion and then therefore working towards it. Seeing what you can do, talking to the right people, networking. That would be a healthy stress. It would become unhealthy though if it would become taxing on your relationship with your wife and your children. And so that would be an example of how even a healthy stress can become unhealthy. So. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, thank you, Doug. Anyone else have a question?
Have you read the book, The 168 Hours?
I have not read it in its entirety, but I have skimmed it, and I have been recommended to me by one of my mentors. And so part of it is also implementing the initial thing that you can get from Laura's website is really like a breakdown of everywhere your time is going. And so I have done that. That was a powerful tool. It starts at 5 in the morning and it goes to 5 in the afternoon, and it really causes you to take a whole week of your time and look at where are you spending your time. Did I spend 2 hours on Facebook last night? Or did I spend, an hour, talking to the kids? Or did I spend, where did my time go? Because a lot of times Laura talks about in that book specifically is that if we make a priority for the things that are high priority, and then we put the things at low priority on low priority, it doesn't matter if those fall off. So like, for example, if you wanted to start growing a garden, maybe that's a low priority for you because that's just a hobby, but a high priority is getting the kids to school on time, making sure you get the meals planned for the week, and setting the coffee pot before you go to sleep at night. Those would be 3 high priorities for you. And if maybe you didn't have time in that day to work on your garden, then that would fall off and it would be a low priority. And so that's where her book really helps you prioritize and see where your time is going. So that's why it's really helpful, and that's why I recommend it. So, and I will be rereading it, I'm sure, because I need some more time management skills in my life. So.
You mentioned Netflix. Is there a specific area that you look on Netflix for these resources you mentioned?
Well, a lot of the documentaries that are really helpful that talk about a lot of natural living would be Forks Over Knives, and there's another one I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I'll look it up for you right now. I have internet access, and so I'm able to look that up for you. And that one's a really good one because it has this girl in the documentary. She's really stressed out. She has low self-esteem, and her health is failing her. And so through the movie it talks about all these experts that have discovered how healthy living and eating, going back to the raw foods and really being natural, how it helped them, and it shows her implementing in a mock type scenario, and then her life's getting better, she has more confidence. The guy she used to care about that didn't even give her the time of day, she doesn't even care about him because she's so excited about her life and the things that are going good for her. So it's a neat one. So is there any other? I'm glad I got to hear from all of you today, and if you don't have any questions that you're comfortable asking in public, please come privately to me. So, thank you again.